What's up, guys? Welcome to your 107th Android tutorial for the new Boston. What we're going to learn about in this tutorial is visibility for the most part for XML layout, such as a button. Let's say for this example we're going to have a button where the user can save the data, but first we want to make sure they have actual file name. So we don't want them to allow us to save anything until they create the file name. So that's the kind of concept we're going to go through in this tutorial. It's going to be pretty simple for the most part. Since everything's pretty basic. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a, let's go with a text view. Just trying to gather my thoughts here, sorry. And hey, edit text, and then let's say a button. 2 buttons. Let's do 2 buttons. So 1 button, 2 buttons. Now let's just change some stuff around. First edit text that we just have, we're going to say save as, something like that. And for edit text, we're going to change this to et save as, and for button we're going to say confirm, and for our first button anyways, and our second button we're going to say save for the text. And then let's change our references for those buttons to confirm, save as, something like that. Just trying to make sure we don't have the same references that we've used before. And also save file. There we go. So let's check this out. Everything's looking pretty good, and what's going to happen is when they click this confirm button, then this save button will appear. So first we need to kind of disable the save button actually being visible to start with. So it's pretty simple. Just going to format right there for you guys. And Android, all you do is Android and then visibility. And let's see what options we have. I believe it's visible and invisible. So we're just going to hit equals invisible. Gone would be like it's destroyed. So after, if you guys just want this button to be clicked once and then destroy it, you want to use the gone, which wouldn't really make too much sense in the XML layout. It's more kind of the same reference as we do in Java. So let's check that out. Our save button isn't there. So now let's go over to our external data Java file and just kind of set up some of those references. So we had, let's make everything accessible here for a whole class. Our edit text, and we're going to have this save file, 2 buttons, confirm and save. Just import both those, and let's set up our references now. Our confirm equals button. See, you know, I always debate if I should do this before the tutorials, or if you guys actually like me setting this up so you don't have to pause the video and catch up. So, and I can't really get any feedback from you because, you know, it's not going to be, it's not going to be published until I'm done with the whole series. So let's do button, and then what was it? And oh yeah, and since we don't have our references available yet, we gotta go over to our XML file, save it. I always forget that. So now button, confirm, save as. For confirm button and for save button, we're gonna have this again equal just button find view by ID. And it is button save file. Now let's add our on-click listeners. To both our save and our confirm. Implement. See, at one point I bet you guys thought the button thing was kind of difficult, but now you're pros. You're showing everybody. So once we get our on-click listener set up, let's go down here and set up a simple switching case that we're also familiar with. Get ID. Alright, and now we're ready to go for a tutorial with the Java side of the visibility thing. So what we're going to do is, again, our save button is invisible to start with. So when they do the click, which goes through this on-click method, in this case confirm click, all we're going to do is we're going to change the visibility of our button in this tutorial anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to say our save button dot set visibility, and what we want to set this equal to is from the view class. So we're going to say view dot, and we have all these options, such as the gone one I was telling you guys about earlier. There's invisible if we want to make it invisible, and there's visible. So we're going to click visible, and we're good to go. Let's just check this out, make sure everything worked. I know it's a pretty simple tutorial, but we got some stuff set up for the future. Always think about the future, guys. Alright, so let's check. I clipped the video because my emulator wasn't started. External data, no save button. And when we hit confirm, bam, our save button's available. So I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial where we'll do some more sweet stuff. And have a good one. Peace.